welcome guys to today's live stream between the Lions and the Sharks. We're doing the commentary for this game between these two powerhouses in the Pro 14 Cup SA. Aiden DV asking who I got to win this game today. I've got the Sharks by 10, and he also says nice, hope so too. So let's go through this lineup real quickly. Of this Lions side, it is almost exactly the same side that beat the Storm at the Bulls 2 weeks ago. EVFL unit fullback, Raps Maswane on the wing, Wandisile Simelane, Burger Odendaal, Cornel Skosan, Jordan Hendrickse, and Andre Warner. Now, this is a really formidable backline, guys. EVFL unit has been brilliant at fullback for the Lions so far. Maswane has been quiet, but when he touched the ball, he's made an impact so far. So he's doing the work that is required from him to do. And then Wandisile Simelane will want to put in a big game today, as we are expecting him to be selected for the Springbok squad when the team gets announced straight after this. So for those of you who do not have DSTV and want to see the Springbok squad announcement, I will be doing it straight after this game. Then Burger Odendaal, always a formidable player in the midfield. They're going to rely on him to carry that ball up for them and go forward ball needed for this line side to really get going. He is also captaining the side today. Cornel Skosan, like always, Mr. Reliable. Don't do too much wrong, don't do too much right. He's just that perfect little link in this Lions back line. Then Jordan Hendrickse at fly half, playing against his brother Jaden Hendrickse, who will be running out for the Sharks on scrum half. So it's going to be interesting to see how those two mix and match against each other today. And then Andre Warner still getting the call up in front of Morne van der Berg. I would have expected maybe Morne van der Berg to get the call up before him. But, I mean, Andre Warner has been brilliant. You know, you can't look past that the two informed scrum halves in South Africa at the moment has to be these two guys, Andre Warner and Morne van der Berg, because they really play well together. When one goes off, another one comes on, and you just don't see the difference really when these two players exchange positions. Looking at the forwards of this line side, you've got Len Massane, Vincent Chichuka, MJ Pelser, Reinhard Noordnagel, Ruben Skuman, Carlo Sadi, Jaco Versaghi, and Steve Sitoli, the exact same team that defeated the Bulls 2 weeks ago. Len Massane, another youngster coming through beautifully for this Lions side in his second game as a starter this week. Really looking forward to see what he can do, because we need somebody to take over from Dwayne Vermeulen eventually. And I was really pleasantly surprised last night by the performance of Evan Roos for the Stormers. But Len Massane will definitely want to make that kind of impact as well. Then Vincent Chichuka might just be the surprise call-up today when the Springbok squad gets announced. He's a really strong ball carrier, goes over the advantage line more often than not. He's a good defender, and he's just one of those guys that you can rely on to make a difference. Then MJ Pelser has been probably the find of the season for this Lions side. He reminds me a lot about Heinrich Brousseau, the same kind of impact on the ground, stealing the ball at ruck time, making those valuable tackles when needed to make, and just a valuable player in this Lions setup. Then Reinhard Noordnagel and Ruben Skuman has been very solid for this Lions side in the lineouts. They've done their hard work up front in the tight five, strong ball carriers as well, and great offloaders for those of you who haven't seen them playing so far. Then Carlo Sadi is dubbed as the next Springbok tight end prop. He's such a strong scrummager, and really looking forward to see what he and Steve Sitoli can bring to this outfit. Maybe Carlo Sadi or even Steve Sitoli might just get a call up to the Springbok squad as well. Then before we go ahead to the Sharks lineup, Jurgen Koch says Lions to win this one. It's always possible. They did beat the Bulls 2 weeks ago, and it's exactly the same squad. The Sharks will have everything to do in this game, as it is played at Ellis Park as well. So I'm really expecting a big game from this Lions outfit as well today. Then looking at the Sharks lineup, they do say they've made a few changes resting some key players. So the starting lineup then for them in the back line, Anthony Volman, Japenke, Werner Kok, Marius Louw, Makazole Mapimpi makes his comeback today, Manny Libbok and Jaden Hendrickse. Now, before we go ahead, I just want to speak my mind out on this. As we all say, this is maybe a second team of the Sharks. But in reality, if you look at this lineup, Anthony Volman replaced Apelile Fassi, who has been brilliant, but hasn't had the game time that he wanted. So I don't think the fact that Fassi's not playing, Anthony Volman, a valuable and a veteran in the squad as well. So he will definitely be lining up at fullback, making sure that we get that ball going forward. Japenke retains his spot at number 14. Werner Kok comes in for and whether that's a blessing in disguise, because Lukanya has not been great this season so far, and that's why I say maybe it isn't such a bad thing that we are playing our second stringer team today. Marius Louw comes in at 12. He's one of my favorite players, definitely a star for the future. Unfortunately, I don't think he will make the Springbok setup this time round, but definitely maybe in a season or two, Marius Louw might just be that guy we're looking forward to seeing in the Springbok jersey. Then obviously Makazole Mapimpi back in the Shark side, starting his first game after his stint in Japan. So it will always be nice to see what he can bring to the side, and definitely going to put a lot of pressure on the Lions' defense. Then Manny Libbok comes in for Kevin Bosch. I think it's about time that they made that replacement, because Kevin Bosch has just been kicking all the ball away. His goal kicking hasn't been that accurate, and probably the one weak link in the Sharks side so far. So it will be a pleasant replacement from my side to see Manny Libbok starting ahead of Kevin Bosch today. And then obviously, like I mentioned, Jaden Hendrickse taking on his brother today, who is playing at fly-half for the Lions today. Quickly going to have a look at the forwards of the Sharks: Pepsi Buthelezi, Henko Venter, James Venter, Hiron Andrews, JJ van der Mesh, Vian Herbst, Karen van Vieren, and then Ntuko Mchuna. So again, guys, I don't think this is a bad thing that we're resting some of our players. I mean, Pepsi Buthelezi has been phenomenal when he come onto the field as a replacement. So it's going to be nice to see what he does against Len Massane today. Henko Venter has been very solid for the Sharks so far. I think he's done really well. And then the introduction of James Venter back into the side, I think, is a direct counter to MJ Pelser, who's been brilliant for this Lions side. So the former Lions player, James Venter, now slotting in at 6, definitely in better form than Siya Kolisi currently. So I don't mind that selection as well. Then Hiron Andrews comes in for Ruben van Heerden and Reniel Hichu. One must feel that Reniel Hichu has had a phenomenal season so far, but Hiron Andrews has always been the first choice for the Sharks at 5. We just hope that he can find his lineup thrower today, who is going to be Karen van Vieren, who I rate very highly in the Sharks side as well. Then JJ van der Mesh, obviously for me, is definitely a prospect for the future in the Springboks lineup, and really looking forward to what he can bring to this side as well. And then obviously Ntuko Mchuna as one of those future props that the Sharks are really going to look to implement into the side. So I do see that the likes of Thomas du Toit has run onto the field. So maybe Vian Herbst will not start this game as we expected to. So expect to see Thomas du Toit to start this game for the Sharks. Barry Green says, "Hi, Guru. How are you?" I'm very well. Thank you, Barry. Good to see you back. I've been wondering where you have been this last couple of days. And then you did say long time no see. So really looking forward to this. Quickly going through the benches of both sides as the Lions also now run onto the field. PJ Botha, Ruan Dreyer, Asenat and Klakabanya, Willem Alberts, Emmanuel Chichuka, Morne van der Berg, Fred Seilinger, and Dan Creel. Plenty of impact players there with the likes of Ruan Dreyer, Willem Alberts, Morne van der Berg, and Dan Creel. Then for the Sharks on the bench, Faison Botha, Oxnard, Thomas du Toit now moves to the starting lineup. Ruben van Heerden, Tembelani Bolly, Grant Williams, Boeta Chamberlain, and Jeremy Ward. So there is quite a few impact players there for the Sharks as well. Expect Faison Botha to have some form of impact. He has been training in the Springboks alignment camps, So we might just see him in that setup for the Springboks as well. Right, so the kickoff is about to start, guys. It is the Sharks who are going to get this game underway, and it looks like Manny Libbok is the man who's going to take this first kick. So expecting a brutal encounter between these two. We are playing here at Ellis Park. Stuart Berry is the referee for today's game, and I'm monster pumped, so we're going to enjoy it. Right, so Manny Libbok to get this game underway for us. Here we go. Just calling back his forwards there, and here we go. The kickoff from Manny Libbok is a deep one, collected by Chichuko of the back, inside the 22, taken up by him. Now Andre Warner is waiting for the ball to come out. Comes back to Hendricks, who puts this downfield and into the hands of Manny Libbok again. Now here's a chance for him now. Makazole Mapimpi with his first touch. Up to halfway he goes. Good defense from the Lions on that occasion. Now Jaden Hendricks waiting for the ball to come back. Into the hands of Hiron Andrews. Not getting too much ground at the moment. Now, here we go again. The Sharks, Van der Kok. Oh, nearly intercepted by Burger Winderdal, but he knocks it on. And it's knock-on advantage to the Sharks, but they're going to run this now. Manny Libbok, just outside his own 22 now, having a crack at this. Jaden Hendricks waiting for the ball to come out. He finds Nchunu. Quick recycle ball now. Jaden Hendricks out to James Venter. Good defense from Wanda Silas Simalani on him, bringing him down. Still about 5 meters out from their own 22s. The Sharks now. Thomas Datue taking this up for them now. Jaden Hendricks with the box kick over the top, and it is going to be collected by Yeri Viljoen. Now Yeri Viljoen on halfway opens up for them now. Jordan Hendricks up to the 10-meter line. Quick offload. Here they come again. Burger Winnendal goes to ground. Good defense from the Sharks. They need a scrum off now as the Lions on the 10-meter line of the Sharks. Taken forward by the big prop forward. Still on the 10-meter line. Andre Warner. Now Jordan Hendricks. Wandasila Samalani with a little dap ahead. Manny Libbok got it covered. Gives it out to Makazole Mapimpi inside his 22. Now kicks it downfield. Not going to find touch. Find Jordan Hendricks on his own 10-meter line. He goes to the boot. Yevie Viljoen is chasing this down now. Manny Libbok. Oh, it's beautifully taken by Yevie Viljoen inside the 22 now, the Lions. He needs support though. It's coming in the form of Steve Satoli. Now Kalu Sadi. Ruben Skuman's got it now. Just outside the 22 of the Sharks. Andre Warner. Long pass out to Skosan. 5 meters from the touchline. Just inside the 22 of the Sharks now. Penalty advantage coming the way of the Lions. Skuman burst his way forward. Good defense from the Sharks again. And it's been turned over, but we're coming back for that penalty to the Lions. 2.5 minutes gone in this game. Right. Perry says was waiting for you. Never did commentary last weekend. Was upset. Always looking forward to your commentary. Yeah, I had problems with my PC there, Barry. So luckily it's back up running now, and we can enjoy this weekend of rugby. The Lions goes to touch 5 meters out from the Sharks try line. And really looking good is this Lions side very early on in this game. Yevie Viljoen stealing that ball from Anthony Folman high up in the air that caused all the problems. And now a chance for the Lions 5 meters out from the try line. If you guys are new, don't forget to press that like button and subscribe if you are new to this. The line out road quickly taken to Ruben Skuman. The maul has been formed by the Lions. Now moving forward, they're going forward here, but now it goes down. Penalty advantage coming the way of the Lions. The Sharks have illegally sacked that maul. Here comes Jordan Hendricks out to Wandasila Simalani. He steps nearly past Manny Libbok there, but good defense in the end. And I'm sure we're going to come back for that penalty now. Yeah, we are going to come back for yet another penalty. The Sharks sacking that maul illegally. So another chance now for the Lions. 4 minutes into this first half. Andre Warner with the ball in hand there. Surely they will just kick this into touch again. Jordan Hendricks. And another 5 meter line out coming up for the Lions. The Sharks will have to know their defensive line today. The line out was quickly taken there from the Lions, the previous one. So while we wait for this one, they're showing the highlights of the previous one. Just illegal sacking there by the Sharks. So now another throwing opportunity for the PJ Botha now. Taking it in is MJ Pelser. Pelser, good defense on him, but he gets the offload. So still 5 meters out. It's the Lions now. Another penalty could be coming. Not rolling away is Hiron Andrews. Trouble for the Sharks early on. Steve Satoli putting his head down. 5 meters out. Good defense from JJ van der Mesh. Now Andre Warner, MJ Pelser again. Not getting the ground that they want. Now Ruben Skuman. They've lost a bit of ground. 7 meters out now the Lions. Jordan Hendricks tries to go on his own. Good defense there from Manny Libok on him. Still 6 or 7 meters out. Now Steve Satoli driving his way forward. Held up by Thomas Detoué. Now Andre Warner again. Ruben Skuman. Ruben Skuman still going. Hard to stop. About 5 meters out now, the Lions. Len Massane with ball in hand. Good defense from the Sharks. Still penalty advantage to the Lions. Chichuka bumps off Van der Kreer, but gets tackled by James Venter. Now Burger Winnendal. Burger Winnendal steps 1 or 2, gets down. They are still 5 meters out from the try line. Chichuka. Sharks defense holding up firmly. The Lions have lost plenty of ground. Now Jordan Hendricks and the ball gets knocked out in the tackle. So we're coming back for yet another penalty to the Lions. 6 minutes into this first half. And it's all Lions. Quickly tapped by Warner. And Warner's going to go so close to the try line. But the referee calls him back. The tap wasn't taken on the mark. So luckily for the Sharks there, they will survive this onslaught before they get another penalty as the Lions. 6.5 minutes gone in this first half. And the referee now having a talk with Henko Venter, who is the captain of the Sharks today. Just telling him to speak to his players. What will the Lions do with this? Right under the posts, 5 meters out from the try line. There is an injury break at the moment to one of the Sharks players. Can't really make out who it is. It is Jaden Hendricks who's receiving some attention, but he's back on his feet now. Chance here for the Lions. They're going to opt for the scrum. Big scrum coming up for the Sharks. Trying to defend this one 5 meters out from the try line. The Lions are really looking good so far and looking like one of the teams to beat. Barry was having a laugh there. Nicky Ferreira says, hope Lions will beat them. Yeah, you are a Bull supporter, so you will be hoping that they do beat them so that the Sharks can't have no contest next weekend. Right, so it is the back down now. The Lions are about 40 kilos heavier than the Sharks, which could make a telling difference. Right, scrum feed from Andre Warner. A solid scrum at the back here. Len Massane trying to push this forward for them, but the Sharks are holding up. Now the Lions are going forward. Another penalty. No, it's not a penalty to the Lions. It's just another reset scrum. The Sharks putting the Lions under quite some pressure there. 7.5 minutes into this first half. The youngster Nchunu will really have to know his work against Carlo Sardi today. Right, so we're going back for that scrum now. It was a very solid scrum. It started to go forward for the Lions, but it was wheeling uncontrollably there. So he had to blow it for a reset, unfortunately. Right, so here we go. 8 minutes into this first half. It's all Lions at the moment. They've been backing down in the Sharks 22 from the second minute of this game. And Stuart Perry not happy with that scrum again. And he puts the reset again. Thomas Detoué, who is in the starting lineup today, wasn't initially starting this game, but he has come in. The same with PJ Botha for the Lions. It was, in fact, Jaco Versaghi in the starting lineup, but he's been replaced by PJ Botha to start this game. Right, 8.5 minutes gone. We're going to have another reset now. 5 meters from the Sharks Lions have this feed to the scrum. What will they do with this one? Scrum feed from Andre Warner. Another solid scrum from both teams. Now the Lions starting to go forward. Are they going to milk another penalty? No. Here it comes out to Yebi Viljoen. There is a penalty coming for the Lions. Intercepted by Marius Lowe. Will the referee's patience run out now or not? It is another penalty to the Lions. Illegal scrummaging by the Sharks. 9 minutes into this first half. They are going to have another scrum down. So expect the yellow card to come very soon if things don't change here for the Sharks. 9.5 minutes gone in this first half. It's been all Lions so far. Definitely taking it to the Sharks at all costs today. Karen van Vieren starting at hooker today. Good to see him back in the Sharks lineup, taking on this youngster in PJ Botha. Both looking like promising players for the future. And so far, the scrum has been really strong from both teams. The Lions might just have a little bit of an advantage with the likes of Carl Usadi and Steve Satoli there punching down in the front row for the Lions. 10 minutes gone in this first half. All Lions. Scrum feed, Andre Warner. Andre Warner with that scrum feed. Another solid scrum from both sides. It's not moving at all. Needs to come out now. Andre Warner under pressure here from Jaden Hendrickse. Now it's Jordan Hendrickse for the Lions. They've lost a bit of ground as this Lions side now. Good defense from the Sharks. Andre Warner waiting for the ball to come out. And another penalty. This time Andre Warner takes it quickly. And he is going to score the first try of this game. He's not messing around. It's the Napit scrum off of the Lions. It's the second time that he goes quickly. And this time it pays off for them. 5 points to 0, the Lions leading the Sharks. It had to come at some stage. The Sharks were giving penalties away left and right. And from there, Andre Warner just went quickly. No chance in hell for any of those forwards of the Sharks to stop Andre Warner from scoring. And this guy kind of reminds me a lot of Fourie de Preer in his younger days at the Bulls. Andre Warner is still very young and so much rugby left in him. Jordan Hendrickse with the conversion. What a revelation he's been for the Lions. I wouldn't say that they're even missing Elton Jantjies at all. 7 points to 0, the Lions leading the Sharks after round about 11 minutes in this game. Great thinking from the scrum of Andre Warner, just showing Jaden how it's done. Right, restart from halfway now for Manny Libbok. We've had 12 minutes in this first half and around 10 of those minutes belonging to the Lions. Restart from Manny Libbok. There's another deep one, this time collected by Skosan. Good tackle on him from Van der Kok, putting the pressure onto him very early in this game. Andre Warner at the back of this ruck gives it out to Ruben Skuman, driven back by Hiron Andrews there in the tackle. Still coming back of the weight of the Lions. Andre Warner at the back of it, about 10 meters out from their own try line. Jordan Hendrickse kicks it downfield and it's going to find a beautiful touch roundabout on halfway for this Lions side, throwing to the Sharks. We've had 12.5 minutes so far. It's his fourth appearance for the Lions as Jordan Hendrickse, and he's had a phenomenal start to his career here at the Lions. 13 minutes gone in this first half, throwing on halfway for the Sharks. 74% possession to the Lions so far. 9 tackles made by them, 30 by the Sharks. As much as just 13 minutes into this game. Now the lineup from the Sharks, Jaden Hendrickse. Off it goes to Marius Lowe up to the 10-meter line. Quick ball needed for the Sharks now. Manny Libbok, Van der Kok. The offload to Benke. Gets it out to Mapimpi. Mapimpi just outside the 22 now. 5 meters out is the Sharks from the 22. Jaden Hendrickse. Out it goes to Thomas du Toit. Pick and go from Machunu. Machunu driven back in that tackle by Carl Usadi. Jaden Hendrickse waiting for it. Van der Kok. Up to the 22-meter line, the Sharks go now. A penalty to the Sharks. the Lions joining from the side. So a chance now for the Sharks. Len Massane, the guilty party there. And after 14 minutes in this first half, it is a chance now for the Sharks to kick to touch. Nicky Ferreira says, Moy Lions. Barry says, Mapimpi will be a big booster for the Sharks. Absolutely. His first few touches in this game has been really good for them. Right, so the Sharks have gone to touch 5 meters out. The Sharks now have their first lineup and maybe a chance for them to hit back into this game. They've already conceded 6 penalties to 1 as the Sharks. It's taken in beautifully there by Ruben van Heerden, who is also in the place of JJ van der Mesh today. Beautifully done off the back of that ball. Sharks trying to work their way forward. Now it's starting to get momentum. Will the Sharks be able to drive this over? Surely they must score. Try time for the Sharks. And it's Gerrit van Vuuren who comes up with the ball. Great stuff from the Sharks as well. Taking their first opportunity here. And it's 7 points to 5 after just 15 minutes of the game. Barry says that the Sharks now just need Cheston Colby to top it off. That would be absolutely wonderful to have that guy at the Sharks. Maybe because he's at Rock Nation, they might just sign him in the future. But a good driving ball there from the Sharks. Gerrit van Vuuren taking no chances whatsoever. Dives over for the Sharks' first try of the game. We've had 15 minutes in this first half. And the Sharks now strike back with their first opportunity of this game. Right, Manny Libbok with the conversion attempt, about 5 meters out from the left-hand touchline, just outside the 22. He is in the place of Kevin Bosch, who's had a very mediocre season so far. So it just makes sense that Manny Libbok finally gets his opportunity in the 10 jumper today. 16 minutes gone in this first half. Conversion coming up, and that is a beauty from Libbok. It is all square here at Ellis Park, 7-all. The Sharks 7, the Lions 7 in this game. We've had 16 minutes of the game. Barry Green says, Lukanya, and Nkosi playing. No, they're not playing today. They've been rested for this one. At the outside center, Van der Kok, and then at 14, it is Yapeng there today. Right, Henko Venter takes the kickoff there from just inside his 22, now goes over it. So they can't kick this out directly. Jaden Hendrickse, out it goes to Volman, stepping a few players now, trying to work his way up, quickly taken by Ruben van Heerden. About 5 meters out from their own 22, now Manny Libbok goes to the air. This is chased down by Yapeng there, but Jordan Hendrickse takes it beautifully for the Lions. Now Warner on the blind side to Burger Winnendal and making a couple of meters here. Comes back to the Lions on the 10-meter line inside the Sharks half now. Ruben Skuman working his way forward now. Warner, Jordan Hendrickse. Beautiful pass out to North Nachel. Back inside to Jordan Hendrickse. Andre Warner. Yevia Viljoen 5 meters from the try line. The Lions now on the attack again. Warner trying to snipe on his own. Taken down by Thomas du Toit. And it looks like the Sharks have stolen that. Penalty to the Sharks. Thomas du Toit doing the hard work there. Stealing the ball on the ground for the Sharks. But what a strike back from the Lions again. 18 minutes gone in this first half. Manny Libbok to clear this now. 5 meters out from their own try line. And the Sharks really need to look at the defense. Otherwise, the Lions might really, really test them today. Kick from Manny Libbok is going to find touch. Roundabout between the 10 and the 22 inside their own half. But what a pass from Jordan Hendrickse to North Nachel. The Sharks went for the intercept and paid the price. And so closely the Lions went over for another try. Just unluckily for them, it is Thomas du Toit who won the penalty for them, not releasing on the ground. Right, so now a line up to the Sharks. Gerrit van Vuuren to throw this in. It goes to the back to Hiron Andrews. Now Jaden Hendrickse out to Manny Libbok, who goes to the air again. Mapimpi is going to chase this down. Some work from Max to do there, but he does take it beautifully on halfway. Penalty to the Lions. The Sharks not rolling away. Makazole Mapimpi, the guilty party there. And a chance now for the Lions to kick this into touch after 19 minutes in the game, but they decide to go for goal. It is going to be Jordan Hendricks to have a shot at goal from just inside his own half. Ethan says it sounds like a running, free-flowing game. Not too many handling errors. No, it's been very entertaining so far, Ethan, and really entertaining so far. If it can live up to last night's game between the Bulls and the Stormers, then we're in for a cracking game here at Ellis Park as well. So Jordan Hendrickson now with the penalty attempted goal, lining it up. For those of you who are new, press that like button. And don't forget to subscribe. Come on. Let's see how many likes we can get for this one. The kick from Jordan Hendricks is long, but it's going to go to the left of the post. Definitely had the distance, but not the direction. So 20 minutes gone in this first half. It is 7-all here. The Lions and the Sharks both getting a try early on in this game. Obviously, the Lions striking first through Andre Warner. And then a comeback from Kieran van Vieren with that driving maul. Manny Libbok now to restart this game from the 22. 20 minutes gone. Deep kick in from him is going to find Birgit Woodendal. Woodendal is going to have a straight run at the Sharks here. Up to halfway he goes, gets bundled back in the tackle by Kieran van Vieren. On halfway now the Lions. Warner. PJ Puerta. Warner again, now to Jordan Hendricks, puts it to the boot. Rolling inside the 22 now. Manny Libbok is back for this. Max was on to that in a flash, but he kicks it away. Now Evia Falyun on halfway again. Sloppy pass to Wandisile Simelane. Simelane up to halfway now for the Lions. Just over halfway now, Birgit Woodendal. Evia Falyun out to MJ Pelser there for the Lions on halfway. Warner getting this back very slowly for the Lions now. Evia Falyun puts it to the boot. And it's going to go too deep. It's going to go over the try line, rolling over the dead ball line. And we are coming back for a scrum down to the Sharks inside the Lions half after 21 and a half minutes. Evia Falyun has had a few really good games for the Sharks. But the Sharks have taken this quickly. And they've started to run this now. Runabout on the 10-meter line and into touch goes the Lions. It is Raps Maxwane into touch and a penalty coming to the Sharks as well. Quickly taken by Jaden Hendricks over the 22-meter line they go. Pepsi Buthelezi. Sharks need quick ball now. Another penalty advantage coming for them. The Lions diving over their feet. And now a chance here. Jaden Hendricks going quickly. Inside the 22 now, Marius Lowe driven back by Chichuka there. Great tackle on him. Now Jaden Hendricks just inside 15 meters out from the Lions try line. Here they come, James Venter. Sharks just working it now with the forwards. Henko Venter now. Slow ball coming back for Jaden Hendricks and now Mchunu. Mchunu making a couple of meters going forward. Now it's James Venter again, tackled by Evia Falyun. The Sharks are about 15 meters out. Another penalty advantage. Now Jaden Hendricks at Kieran van Vieren. 10 meters out now the Sharks. They need quick ball now. Jaden Hendricks are just waiting for it. Calling his forwards in for this one. Now Henko Venter supporting Pepsi Buthelezi there. 10 meters out from the Lions try line. Now comes Manny Libbok. Out it goes to Penke. Penke with a pass to Mapimpi. Mapimpi 5 meters from the try line. Steps. Still going is Mapimpi. Just short of the try line now. Comes back to Foreman. Now Manny Libbok gives it out to Henko Venter again. Just 2 meters short is the Sharks now. Jaden Hendricks right under the post now. Goes to the forwards. Needs quick ball now. Comes back to Mchunu. Mchunu just short of the try line. Jaden Hendricks tries to go himself. Held up in the tackle there. Will it come back to the Sharks side? Will it come? Let's see. Yes, it does come back to the Sharks now. 1 meter short of the try line. Manny Libbok at scrum off. Pick and go from the Sharks. Oh, they've lost it. and it is now advantage to the Lions. What a mistake from the Sharks there, losing the ball at contact, and the Lions survived the Sharks' onslaught. But we are coming back for a penalty for the Sharks. 24 minutes gone in this first half. Barry asking, how do you feel about the Brumbies Hurricanes result? Well, it was always going to be in the balance, Barry. I really felt that if there's one Australian team that can win over the weekend, it could have been them. But I expected more from the Hurricanes, and they definitely had the opportunity to win that game. So a big slip up for them. 24 minutes gone in this first half. Injury attendance to Matuna for the Sharks. But there is a penalty coming for them now. So we're just waiting on this injury. Matuna is the guy who's down, who's had a really good start for the Sharks so far. And the Sharks have looked really good on the attack after their first try that they gave away. Since that time, the Sharks have been a team on the attack in this game. So expect this to be getting really close towards the end of this first half, guys. Matuna, his fourth appearance for the Sharks this season, and he is dubbed as the next beast for the Sharks. So really looking forward to see what he can do in the Sharks jersey. Let's hope this injury isn't too bad for him. But so far, I'm very impressed with the way Kieran van Vuuren has been playing. We all know that Fes Mbata has been the first choice hooker for the Sharks. But Kieran van Vuuren definitely showing some nitty-gritty at the moment. We expect the Sharks to maybe back down for a scrum here when the game does restart. The Sharks have made a couple of tackles in this first half already, just looking to defend that pressure that the Lions put on them. And now they are, let's see what they're going to decide to do here. Manny Libbok is going to kick this to touch for the Sharks. Right, so it's going to be a line out to the Sharks, 5 meters out from the Lions try line. And now an opportunity for the Sharks to strike again. Barry also asking, Reds versus Chiefs result. What's your thoughts on that one? I didn't watch it. I didn't have the time to watch it, but I did see the result, and it was quite a shocking one. The Sharks now have it 5 meters out from the try line. The maul is not going anywhere at the moment. Now they start to push it forward. Kieran van Vuuren at the back controlling this for the Sharks. Now he breaks away. 1 meter short of the try line is the Sharks. Penalty to the Lions. Sharks diving off their feet. And the Lions survived this onslaught from the Sharks. 25 minutes gone in this first half. And a chance for Jordan Hendricks to clear this for the Lions. What a wasted opportunity there for the Sharks, not taking their chances. And now Jordan Hendricks is going to thump this downfield at the high feld. Gets it out roundabout on a 10-meter line inside their own half. Kieran van Vuuren running out of support, and then the players diving off their feet. James Venter there, the guilty party for the Sharks. So line out coming up for the Lions now on a 10-meter line inside their own half. Can they instigate something here? Sharks have made 49 tackles to the 29 of the Lions. Throw in from PJ Botha to this line out. And it is a little bit sloppy. And it's not thrown in straight. So scrum down to the Sharks. The Sharks now have another opportunity to attack. I will take the time to watch that highlights, Barry. I know that the Reds was leading by quite a lot of points, and then the Chiefs somehow got back into that game. But now the Reds and the Brumbies, the only two Australian sides to get a maiden victory each in that competition. Strum down now to the Sharks here. Possession and territory going the way of the Lions, 57 and 62%. Can the Sharks change the statistics as we go into the last 13 minutes of this first half? Jaden Hendricks needs to get this out of the back now. Manny Libbok, Marius Lowe, long cut out pass to Makazole Mapimpi over the 10-meter line. He goes, beats one defender, got brought down by Maxwane. Now Jaden Hendricks out to Manny Libbok. Steps one, still going is Manny Libbok over the 22. He goes, still going, 10 meters out the Sharks now. They need support here as Murray Libbok. Will they get it back? Yes, they will. James Venter sniping on his own here. 5 meters out now is the Sharks. 27 minutes gone. 5 meters out. The Sharks now just need to be patient with this one. Hiram Andrews driving it forward. 4 meters out is the Sharks now. Jaden Hendrickson calling his forwards in to this ruck. They're going to pick and go here is the Sharks. 3 meters out now. Pick and go again. 1 meter short now is the Sharks. Ball is coming back very slowly for them, but they've got it. Matuna has his hands on this ball. Can he get this ball over the try line? Galusadi in the fence to Chuka as well, but it looks like Matuna is over this time, and a try is scored by the Sharks. Great work from the young prop forward, but it looks like he's down injured. He's injured himself in that movement, but the Sharks do get the try. Just patiently building their way up to that one. The Sharks get a valuable try here in the 28th minute of this game. Great work from the Sharks. Manny Libbok stepping to defenders there. Jordan Hendrickson bringing him down eventually, but the damage was already done. Sharks got go forward ball, and from there they just pick and go all the way to the try line. And Matuna is the man who dots down for the try. James Venter just helping Chituna there. Oh, it seems like the try's not been awarded just yet. So let's go back and just put the scoreline back in perspective here. Let's see what the referee will decide. 28 minutes gone in this game. Matuna will be leaving the field, and Oxnardshire will be coming onto the field here as a replacement. Right, we'll see what the decision will be from Stuart Berry, whether he did get the ball down or was it held up by Andre Warner, who's done an exceptional work for the Lions there. Right, let's just wait a little minute. It is actually a goal line drop in as the ball was held up in the tackle there. So now the Sharks have another chance to attack. Pepsi Buthelezi on the 10-meter line, breaks the first line of defense. Now Sharks needing quick recycle ball. Jaden Hendrickson out to Hiram Andrews. Penalty advantage coming the way of the Sharks now. Ruben Skuman. Ruben van Heerden. Jaden Hendrickson again. Tries to snipe on his own, gives it to Anthony Foreman. Foreman is going to have a little dart, straightening the line. Jaden Hendrickson again. Now comes out to Oxnardshire, taking on PJ Puerta there. 5 meters out from the 22 now, the Sharks. In the middle of the field. Hiram Andrews puts his head down. Jaden Hendrickson gives it out to Anthony Foreman. Backward tackle from PJ Puerta there now. Libbok to Henko Venter. Sharks have lost lots of ground here in this movement. Now Jaden Hendrickson waiting for the ball to come. Gives it out to Kieran van Vieren. Now Manny Libbok. Manny Libbok to Thomas de Toy. But we are going to come back for that penalty advantage now. The Sharks not gaining any advantage with that one. And there's another injury to the Lions this time. I'm not sure whether it's Tisa Toli who's down, injured after 29 minutes in this game. This looks quite serious as well. The referee has stopped the play for that injury. Donnie Pino says go Sharks. LaRue Hiener says go Sharks. So plenty of support here for the Sharks in the comment section. Are there any Lions supporters out there? Leave a comment. It is, in fact, it looks like Steve Satoli, who is down injured at the moment. No, it's Vincent Chichuka. He got a solid hit from Ruben van Heerden there in the drive. So going into the tackle wrong, landing with his neck first. So it doesn't look good for Vincent Chichuka. And probably one of the surprise inclusions to that Springbok squad had he not get this injury right now. They are bringing out the stretcher, so it's not looking good for Vincent Chichuka at all. That is a pity that has just happened. Peter Blichnout says, Lions for life. Michi Bosman, go Lions. Leroux Geddes says, go Sharks. Who do you guys think is going to score the next try, guys? Leave it in the comment section who you think will be the next try scorer in this game. Will it come from the Lions or will it come from the Sharks? 29 minutes gone in this first half. Just this injury attendance to Vincent Chichika. And it's a really pity because I do feel that he definitely would have been in the mix had he not get injured today. I think he might have been one of the surprise inclusions to maybe take on Georgia in a couple of weeks' time. So yeah, while we wait for that injury to go down, so far really looking good for both teams. It's been a brutal encounter so far with no team really taking the initiative and really can say dominating this game. Michaela Nell says Sharkies. Michi says my blood is rooi for life. Leroux Geddes again Sharks. Peter Blichnout Lions. They just calling it. It is a very, very close game so far with no team really dominating to say that they're going to win this. Unfortunately, for those who just joined in, Vincent Chichuka is now being carried off with a stretcher here, and it looks like a very serious injury to the youngster, who I think would have definitely had some impact in that Georgia test, maybe. But yeah, that's the end of that. There's going to be Emmanuel Chichuka, his brother, who is replacing him. So it is a bit of a bad one to replace your injured brother in the circumstances. Leroux Geddes says Sharks must win. And then Nicky Ferreira going for the Loips. So I know Nicky Ferreira is a big Lions Bull supporter. So he will definitely be backing the Lions for this one. Right, so Vincent Chichuka is now off the field. Emmanuel Chichuka is on. The Sharks have a penalty. So let's see what they're going to do with this ball. 10 minutes left in this first half. So, in fact, the penalty advantage was over. So it's going to be a scrum down now. Around the middle of the field, just outside the 22 of the Lions. What can they do with this ball? It is a scrum feed to the Sharks. Jaden Hendricks feed this. Solid scrum from both sides. This ball needs to come out now. Pepsi with the lazy off the back. Good defense there from Emmanuel Chichuk on him. Up to the 22-meter line again now. It's Makazole Mapimpi. Will he be able to get the try down? No, he won't. It is intercepted by Emmanuel Chichuka, but it is Makazole Mapimpi who went into touch. So it's going to be a 5-meter line up to the Lions. Great defense from Len Massane. Makazole Mapimpi looked in for all money there, but in the end, just unable to get there. Great defense from him. 10 minutes left in this first half. The lineup now been stolen by the Sharks. Ruben van Heerden, Thomas de Toey now, 10 meters out from the try line. The Sharks on the attack now. Jaden Hendricks gives it out to Ruben van Heerden. Now Hendricks again. Henko Venter trying to burst his way through the middle there. Great defense from the Lions. Comes back to the Sharks now. Kieran van Vuren puts his head down. 7 meters out now. Hendricks, Ruben van Heerden, 2 meters out. The Sharks now. They just need to concentrate here as the Sharks now. 1 meter out. Jaden Hendricks trying to go on his own. Who's going to go down that scrum off now? Ruben van Heerden. He's got his hands on the ball and over the try line they go. But it looks like it might be held up again by Andre Warner, who's had a fantastic defensive display there. Remarkable. Donnie Pino says, Lions is my second team, and Mapimpi being in the Sharks is going to give some team a run for their money. And then 11 Jason, unfortunate about Dwayne Familiar getting injured yesterday. It's not too serious, and he will be back. So let's see if they're going to go to the TMO for this one to see whether a try has been scored or not. It looked like Ruben van Heerden was over for all money, and then in came Andre Warner, held that ball up absolutely brilliantly. Yep, no way you can see a try being scored there, and we might be coming back now for a penalty or a goal line kick in. It's actually PJ Botha who did the great work first and foremost, and then Andre Warner came in to help there. So there's no way to see whether the try has been scored or not, but the on-field decision was try. So I'm guessing that they need to find some reason not to award this try, and it does look like that reason will be held up. With 8 minutes or 9 minutes to go in this first half, let's see what the decision will be. Stuart Berry just awaiting the call from the TMO here. Nicky Ferreira says, I'm Bulls forever. So they are having another look at this. Ethan says, Herschel Yankees better watch out. Sounds like this Warner is not far off. No, absolutely, Ethan. So really looking forward to see the battle between the nines in the future. So the ball was held up, but we're coming back for a penalty to the Sharks. And they now probably will have a kick a touch or maybe go for the scrum. Offside by the Lions. Right, so Manny Lebok with the ball in hand is going to go for touch here. Looking to find touch 5 meters out from the try line. Right, that is going to find touch. 5 meter line out coming up for the Sharks. 9 minutes to go in this first half. Can the Sharks strike here before half time? Desperately need this. 11J said, asking how's Jordan Hendrickson been doing. We'll have a chat about it just now. The Sharks have taken this line out and now they're driving their way forward. This could be going forward now. The Small is definitely working his way forward. Sharks could get there. It is going to be Karen van Vieren just short of the try. And there it is. Karen van Vieren over for his second try. And the Sharks not denied this time round as Karen van Vieren gets his second try of this game. Great work from the Sharks, mauling that forward. And now the Sharks take the lead in this game for the very first time today. Right, so 11J said, asking how's Jordan Hendrickson been doing. He's been pretty solid. But, not too much ball in this last couple of minutes, but has done nothing wrong whatsoever. Just controlling things well. He's missed a penalty, though. A long shot from just inside his own half. But apart from that, he's had a pretty solid game so far. Leroux Hienes says, I'm Sharks forever. Absolutely, Leroux Hienes. The Sharks are leading 12 points to 7 with 7 minutes left in this first half. Conversion coming up from Manny Lebok. He's had a very good game so far for the Sharks as well. Definitely a more attacking fly-off than Kevin Bosch has been in the last couple of weeks. Let's see if he can get this one. And that strike is going to go to the right of the post. So the kick has been missed. It's 12 points to 7. 7 minutes left in this first half. Kaywood Publishing says, suddenly we have so many good scrum offs. Yeah, we definitely have some really good ones. Because even Jaden Hendrickson and what is Nohamba is not doing a bad job as well. Herschel Yankees and Andre Warner, Morne van der Berg, Faf de Klerk, Kobus Reina, all of them doing a great job. The kick in from Lions, scored by the Sharks. Anthony Volmink at the back. Now it is Manny Lebok who's going to the air with this one. Benke is chasing this down. Jordan Hendrickson catches it for the Lions. Now 10 meters out from the 22 of the Sharks. Now Warner taking too long to get that ball out. And the Sharks might have turned this over. Yes, they have. Penalty coming for the Sharks. Andre Warner not releasing that ball on the ground. And have been put under pressure by a good counter ruck from Marius Lowe there. 6 minutes left in this first half. And the Sharks now with another chance to get into the Lions half of the game. Manny Lebok with the kick downfield is going to find touch right about between the 22 and the 10-meter line inside Lions half. Nicky Ferreira says Niemann Lions. Well, it has been a very tough game so far. Not a single team really dominating, but a little mistake there from Andre Warner, maybe taking a little bit too long to clear that ball from the ruck. Right, Kieran van Vieren with a throw into this line out for the Sharks. He's been pretty solid today. Finds Henko Venter at the back. Now they form the maul again. This maul is going forward very fast for the Lions. For the Sharks, just outside of 22 now. Still going as the Sharks. Now comes back to Marius Lowe. Has he knocked this ball on? No, the referee says it's gone backwards. Sharks going forward. Over the 22-meter line they go. It is going to be a penalty to the Sharks on the 22-meter line. The Lions not rolling away. Quickly taken by Jaden Hendrikse. Gives it to Pepsi Buthelezi. And a penalty against the Sharks there. Van der Kok penalized, going off in from the side of the ruck there. And what a penalty to give away with 4 minutes left in this first half. The Lions now have an opportunity to get out of their own 22. 11J also said, I can't wait for Tian Swanepoel to come back for the Lions. I think he should return in July sometime. So I think he will be ready for the Currie Cup when they do return. But it's a pity that he did get injured because he would have had a massive impact on this Lions team as well. Not that Evie Viljoen is doing a bad job. I just feel that Tian Swanepoel would have had a much better chance at fullback. Although we probably wouldn't have seen Jordan Hendrikse in action as much if Tian Swanepoel was available. Line and throw from PJ Botha now on the 10-meter line inside the Sharks half. Ruben van Heerden steals it for the Sharks now. Jaden Hendrikse out to Makazole Mapimpi inside their own 22 now. Anthony Foreman with a little chip kick over the top. He is chasing this himself, but Evie Viljoen picks it up beautifully. Just inside the Sharks half now. The ball spills loose and a penalty to the Sharks. Holding on by Evie Viljoen. And Pepsi Buthelezi wins the penalty for the Sharks with 3 minutes to go in this first half. Manny Lebok with another opportunity to send the Sharks inside the half of the Lions. Right, kick from Manny Lebok. Let's see where it finds touch. 3 minutes left in this first half. Here we go. He's going to find touch just inside the 22 of the Lions. So with 3 minutes to go, can the Sharks score another try? Throwing is going to come from Kieran van Vieren, who has found all his jumpers so far in this game. 6 out of 6 in the line-out for the Sharks today. Ruben van Heerden, Henko Venter, and Hiron Andres doing a great job so far for the Sharks. Right, throwing coming from Kieran van Vieren finds Ruben van Heerden. The maul has been formed again. Going forward is the Sharks with a great pace here. About 10 meters out from the try line now, 15 meters out. Still going forward is the Sharks now. They've really got it going, but now counter shot from the Lions. And the ball comes out for Yapenke. Just over the 22, bit isolated. Stolen by Emmanuel Chichuka for the Lions. Here they come. Skosan kicks this forward. Chase is on now. Will the Sharks be able to get back here? Anthony Foreman does get back first. Steps Skosan and still going to Foreman. Up to halfway he goes. Taken down by Pelser. Now Jaden Hendrikse out to Makazole Mapimpi. Mapimpi straightening the line. Beats a couple of defenders. Still going is Makazole. Hands it off to Jaden Hendrikse. Back in. Oh, beautiful offload to Pepsi Buthelezi. And the Sharks get the try down under the post. Great run from Makazole Mapimpi. And then from Jaden Hendrikse. Great stuff from the Sharks. 17 points to 7. The Sharks now lead with a minute to go in this first half. Expect the Sharks to take very long with this conversion. Makazole Mapimpi back in the Sharks side. Fends off Skorsans. Went with the run. gave it to Jaden Hendrikse, stepped his brother Jordan Hendrikse, and then a beautiful offload to Pepsi Buthelezi under the post for the Sharks. Great stuff. Yep, Ethan says, Makazole, he is back. Absolutely. Conversion attempt now coming from Manny Libbok, and it's straight through the middle. So 19 points to 7 with 30 seconds to go in this first half. So there will be time for another restart to this game. Thought maybe the Sharks would have taken their time, but they do want to have another restart to this game. Great stuff from the Sharks there, and they're really starting to look like a formidable attacking side. Very different from last time out against the Stormers. And I think the main difference here today is the fact that Gervin Bosch is not playing, who has been kicking a hell lot of balls away for the Sharks. So kickoff has gone straight into touch. Will it be a scrum down to the Sharks, or will they go to halftime? Let's see. Decision time now for the Sharks. Looks like they're going to have that scrum on halfway. Yep, the Sharks, it's not over this first half yet. Scrum down to the Sharks on halfway. They want to play this game for one last time. Is that the right decision? They're already leading 19-7. Maybe it should have just gone to halftime, secured the points, go into halftime with their heads held high. But now they want to enforce more pain on this Lions side. Will it backfire or not? Time is up for the first half. We're just going to have this scrum now. Scrum by Jaden Hendrikse. Taken off the back for the Sharks. Now here they come again. Manny Libbok. Manny Libbok trying to go on his own tackle there by Andre Warner. And a penalty coming for the Lions. So it's backfired for the Sharks. And it is a penalty for not releasing Wandisile Simelane, winning that penalty for the Lions. Decision time now for the Lions. What are they going to do with this one? Jordan Hendrikse is going to thump this downfield, and it's going to find touch just inside the 22 of the Sharks. Definitely backfiring that move for the Sharks. And it looks like Manny Libbok has injured himself in the process as well there. But it is now going to be a line up to the Lions on the 22-meter line. We're already 2 minutes over halftime in this game. So if the Lions can strike now, it will be a bonus for them. Throwing from PJ Puerta now finds Ruben Skuman at the back, in the front of that line out. Now they form them all. Chance now for the Lions just before halftime now. The maul not really going anywhere now. PJ Puerta off the back of that maul. Got tackled really well. Lions got possession on the 22. Now they go. Burger Woodendaal, Jordan Hendrikse. The ball spills at the back from Simelane. Evie Viljoen does have it. They've got possession on the 10-meter line. Good tackle from Penke there on him. Warner now to Skuman. Gives it out to Emmanuel Chichuka. Emmanuel Chichuka just 5 meters short from the 22. Now in Belser. Belser's still going. 5 meters out from the try line is the Lions now, but it's been ripped by the Sharks and it goes into touch. Mapimpi has ripped that ball. Did he do it legally or illegally? We are coming back for a penalty to the Lions. Well, great run there from MJ Pelser. And in the tackle, Makazole Mapimpi ripped that ball beautifully. He's had a phenomenal game for the Sharks so far. So a high tackle penalty coming up for the Lions. Just outside of 22 of the Sharks. And Jordan Hendrikse is going to kick this into touch. So we've already 3 minutes over halftime. Yeah, 43 minutes gone. And now it's going to be a line up to the Lions 10 meters out from the Sharks try line. Is there one more movement left in this Lions side before halftime? Walking very slowly to this line out. 85 tackles made by the Lions, 55 by the Sharks in this game. So the Sharks really putting the pressure on the Lions towards the end of this first half. Ethan says Mapimpi looks really hungry. He does. PJ Botha with the throw in, finds Ruben Skuman. Now the maul has been formed. Can they get this going forward for the Lions? It's going forward really quickly. They're 2 meters out from the Sharks try line now. Has gone down. Was it illegally done or not? Referee's not playing advantage. Pick and go from PJ Botha. Held up by the Sharks. 1 meter out now. Ruben Skuman, pick and go. Just short from the try line is Ruben Skuman now. Pick and go from Steve Satoli for the Lions. Also not able to get over. Emmanuel Chichigoyenje Pelser. Pelser! Has he gone over the try line? No, not yet. Still coming back for the Lions. Ruben Skuman. And Skuman might be over the try line here. But is he held up or not? The referee needs to make the call now. We're already 5 minutes over half-time already. And it looks like Skuman is happy. I think he's got this. So we're going up to the TMO. Let's see what the decision is from Stuart Berry. The Sharks got denied a very similar try earlier in this first half where you couldn't really see the grounding of the ball. Let's see if Skuman's got this down for the Lions. First of all, let's see what the on-field decision is. If it's on-field decision try, yep, which it is, then we need to see a reason not to award the try. Let's have a look here. You can see the ball clearly, so now we just need to see whether it is on the line or not. Still can't see any evidence from this angle. Now let's have another look at this angle. Do we see the grass? Do we see the line of the try line there? Can't see the line. You do see the ball, but you can't see it going over the whitewash, unfortunately. Well, the try has been awarded for the Lions, and they do strike here before halftime, and the Sharks will be kicking themselves for not kicking that ball into touch when they had the opportunity to do so. Great try by the Lions, great comeback, and now with the conversion to come from Jordan Hendrickson. It's actually Len Massane who dotted down for the try before Ruben Skuman had a go at it. So Jordan Hendrickson now with the conversion attempt to make this game a 5-pointer. Sharks can kick themselves for not kicking this out when they had the opportunity. The kick from Jordan Hendrickson is through, and it's going to be halftime 19-14. The Sharks leading by 5 points going into halftime. Greedy Sharks, definitely. Ethan said, Guru called it, got greedy. Nicky Ferreira says the Sharks are really bad. And then did the Lions score? SA Boy, they did score. And at halftime, it is going to be now 14 points to 19. The Sharks leading at halftime. Like always, guys, I'm going to quickly go and fill my lungs and refill my glass. Please don't go anywhere. Press that like button and subscribe if you're new. We will be back in about 5 minutes' time. Right, guys, we are back for the second half of this game. My lungs are filled, my glass are refilled, and we're getting ready for a massive second half. The Sharks getting very greedy just before halftime, not going to kick that ball into touch, and the Lions managed to capitalize and get the try there. Going through some of these, just a few comments quickly. Makazole, he is back. Mapimpi looks hungry. Go Sharks. And then Raynand Lavaskaki says, Sharks having a good game. Kutenda saying, hey, Rhodes, Featherwith, where are they playing? They're playing at Ellis Park today. And the Sharks are leading by 5 points at halftime. Daniel Applegate says, hi, how are you doing, Daniel? So at halftime, the Lions 14, the Sharks 19. Let's quickly go and have a look at how the guys have performed so far. Yevye Viljoen has been consistent at the back. He did give away, I think it's 1 or 2 penalties for holding on to the ball earlier in that first half. Raps McSwaney has been good on defense. Wandisile Similani. Birgit Odendaal has had a few take-ups here, but not having too many opportunities so far. Then Cornel Skosan has been lively as well, making a few good runs down the left-hand side of the field. And then Jordan Hendricks has had a good game, really guiding his back line and just getting those little kicks ahead, been good on defense as well. And then Andre Warner has had an exceptional game so far for the Lions, doing a great job at number 9 and definitely in contention to be called up to that Springbok squad. Maybe he'll be one of the shock announcements for the Springbok squad. Who knows? Then in the front row, Len Massane has been really good, scoring that last try for the Lions just before halftime. Vincent Chichuka, unfortunately, got carried off the field with a stretcher, a neck injury to him, roundabout on the 25th minute of the game, being replaced by his brother, Emmanuel Chichuka. Then MJ Pelser has had a phenomenal game. Who knows? He might even be one of the surprise call-ups, but it's highly unlikely. But he's had a phenomenal game for the Lions today. Reynard Noordnagel, Ruben Skuman, as always, very strong with their ball carriers and really getting the Lions on the front foot with their little carries. Then Carlo Soda, Jaco Visagie not playing. It is PJ Botha who started this game. So Carlo Soda, PJ Botha, and Steve Satoli has been really good so far. Then for the Sharks, Anthony Foreman has been solid at the back. Done nothing wrong so far. Got his kicks away, good under the high ball, and just overall taking the pressure that is coming from this Lions side. Then Japenke has been really lively, chasing down the kicks from the Sharks. Good on defense. Van der Kok, Marius Low, consistent in the midfield, taking the ball up nicely, good on defense. But the standout so far, definitely Makazole Mapimpi, who is back with a bang for the Sharks here. He's had a few strong runs, nearly scoring a try or two, and then really setting up a good try for the Sharks. Round about what? In the 30th minute it was, where he got a good line break, set up Jaden Hendrickson, and then the offload to Pepsi Buthelezi for the try. And then Manny Libok has been doing a much better job than Kevin Bosch has been doing so far. And then Jaden Hendrickson having a solid game. So at halftime, it is the Lions 14, the Sharks 19. The Sharks have scored 3 tries to 2. Karen van Vieren getting 2 tries. And then Pepsi Buthelezi 1 so far. Then the Lions open up very early on with Andre Warner, and then also a try by Len Massane on halftime. That has been the story so far in this first half. The Sharks looking on their way to get a bonus point. They need one more try to get that, and then just maybe secure the victory to get the ultimate playoff game basically next weekend against the Bulls. They will be behind the Bulls with around about 4 points, I think, if they do manage to get a bonus point win here today. And that will set up basically a final for next weekend between the Bulls and the Sharks. And the Sharks will look to maybe come back from that disastrous defeat to the Bulls last time round. They obviously will have to keep the Bulls scoreless or not scoreless, but at least bonus pointless, and get the loss as well. But so far, a very highly entertaining game here at Ellis Park. Both teams running with the ball at all costs and doing a great job so far. 11J said, do you think Ruben van Heerden could get the call up for Springbok selection? Although he's been really consistent, 11J said, I do think the likes of Etzebeth, Lothar Jager, Franco Mostert, Rudit Wiliva, RG Snyman, all those guys, I think, will be ready for this Lions series. And it would be really surprising to see Ruben van Heerden being called up to the Springbok setup. Although he's been really consistent for the Sharks, he has made a couple of mistakes at line-out time previously for the Sharks. So I think that might just count against him when it comes to the higher honors. Right, we're about to start this second half, guys. Let's just take away that halftime sign. We should be in for a very good next 40 minutes here at Ellis Park. I don't see any replacements so far from either side, so expecting all those replacements to come up at a later stage in this game. Right, it is going to be Jordan Hendricks to restart this game for us. Stuart Berry blows on the whistle, and here we go for the second half. It is a nice high hanging kick. Beautifully collected by the Lions early on by Mxwane. And now the Lions have a chance to attack early on in the second half. Jordan Hendricks caught behind the advantage line, though, by Marius Lowe on roundabout on halfway. Andre Warner is going to get this back for the Lions now. Slowly coming back to the Lions side now. Yevie Viljoen slotting in at fly off there. Lions are losing a bit of ground on halfway now. Ruben Skuman puts his head down, trying to get go-forward ball for the Lions side now. It is Wandisile Simelane. Out it goes to Jordan Hendricks, tackled back by brother Jaden Hendricks. The Lions have lost lots of ground here inside their own half now. Runabout between the 10 and the 22-meter line. Andre Warner waiting for the ball to come back. Just lining up his forwards here. Emmanuel Chichika puts his head down. Good defense from Thomas Latoya and Ruben van Hiron Andrews there. So maybe the Lions now forced to kick this ball now. It is Andre Warner who's looking to kick this. Is he going to go with the box kick? Yes, he does. Over the top, chased down by Skosan. Beautifully taken by Anthony Volmink. But a penalty to the Lions, playing the guy without the ball. Anthony Volmink is the guy who gets penalized for taking out the man there. And an early chance now for the Lions. Jordan Hendricks will put this downfield into touch for this Lions side. Poor discipline there from the Sharks. He's going to find touch. Jordan Hendricks run about 15 meters out from the Sharks try line. Really unnecessarily. Makazole Mapimpi, the guy penalized for that. Taking out Mxwane there. So all that good work from Makazole Mapimpi going down the way, down the drain there with that one. 2 minutes into the second half. Chance now for the Lions on the 22-meter line. Lineout's been stolen by Henko Venter for the Sharks. Jaden Hendricks out to James Venter. Just inside their own 22, the Sharks now. Jaden Hendricks are waiting for the ball to come out. Gives it out to Ruben van Heerden. Still just inside their own 22. The Sharks now need to be careful not to go over the 22 and not be able to kick this out directly into touch. Jaden Hendricks with the box kick over the top now. Chased by Makazole Mapimpi. And Mxwane takes it beautifully. Great contest there in the air. Andre Warner out to Jordan Hendricks. It is in the hands now of Skosan. Skosan making a bit of ground forward for the Lions. Over the 10-meter line they go. Warner. Now it's T. Satoli putting his head down. Great defense from Ruben van Heerden there. Warner again now. Simelane. Simelane tries to get the miracle offload, but it's knocked on in the process. And it's going to be a scrum down to the Sharks. 3 minutes into the second half. Sharks defense holding strong against this Lions attack. And just unfortunately not able to get his hands through that tackle there is Wandisile Simelane, and it will be a knock-on and a scrum to the Sharks. Roundabout on the 10-meter line, 10 meters out from the right-hand touch line. The Sharks have this feed to the scrum. For those of you who are new to this channel, press that like button and don't forget to subscribe. We are working our way forward to the international series between the Springboks and the Lions a little bit later on in July. Scrum feed Jaden Hendrickson now with the feed to the scrum. Nice little scrum from them. Now Manny Libbok. Out it goes to Anthony Foreman, straightening the line. Hits the gap up to halfway. Good tackle from Jordan Hendrickson. Now Jaden Hendrickson gives it out to Henko Venter. Bumps off one defender. Over halfway goes the Sharks now. Jaden Hendrickson back to Pepsi Buthelezi. Pepsi Buthelezi making a couple of yards here for the Sharks. Now Jaden Hendrickson. Back it comes to James Venter. Jaden Hendrickson now. Manny Libbok. Out it goes Marius Low. Makazole Mapimpi. Makazole Mapimpi straightening the line. Breaks two defenders. Back inside. Unfortunately, Jaden Hendrickson couldn't collect that. And the Lions have got this now. Warner gives it out to UVFL unit. Puts it on the bird. Nobody at the back for the Sharks. Manny Libbok needs to chase back inside his own 22. That's rolling 5 meters from the try line now. And he's going to try and run this under pressure. Gives it out to Penke. And now Penke over this 22-meter line. He goes. MJ Pelser over the ball, but a penalty to the Sharks. Not releasing there from MJ Pelser, giving away the penalty to the Sharks. Off his feet is the call. 5 minutes into the second half. Now Manny Libbok puts this downfield. Not going to find touch. That ball is still rolling to the 5-meter line of the Lions. Jordan Hendrickson now has got the ball, and he's going to try and pump this downfield and sends it back with interest. Manny Libbok is going to throw this quickly now into the hands of Anthony Foreman on the 10-meter line. He's going to have a run. Over halfway he goes now. Needs support is Anthony Foreman now. Jaden Hendrickson waiting for the ball. Gives it out to Manny Libbok. Out to Kieran van Vieren. Already 2 tries today. Switches back to Henko Venter. 10 meters from the 22 of the Lions now. The Sharks on the attack. Manny Libbok with ball in hand at the ruck. Gets it out to Ruben van Heeren. Offloads to Pepsi Buthelezi. Sharks 10 meters out from the 22 of the Lions. Now Manny Libbok out to Vanna Cox, straightening the line. Good tackle from Len Massane on him, but he does spin out of the tackle though. Now Jaden Hendrickson gives it out to Ruben van Heeren. Makes a couple of yards forward now. Here they come again, Manny Libbok. Libbok going on his own, tackle by MJ Pelser. 5 meters out from the 22 now, the Sharks. Pepsi Buthelezi. Pepsi Buthelezi up to the 22-meter line. The Sharks go now. Quick ball now needed. It is Marius Low over the 22-meter line. Needs support now. Comes in the form of Jaden Hendrickson. Henko Venter now putting his head down. 10 meters out from the try line. The Sharks now. Here they come. Ruben van Heeren. Good opportunity now for the Sharks. Jaden Hendrickson. Out it goes Marius Low. Long pass out. Not finding anybody now in the hands of Makazole Mapimpi. Stepping beautifully. Still going is Mapimpi. And over the try line he goes. Great step from Makazole Mapimpi. Beating 3 players with that movement. And the Sharks scored a bonus point try. Great stuff from Makazole. And it's so good to have this guy back in the Shark camp. We have sorely missed him. Just an attacking ability from this man. Steps Maxwani, steps Wanasila Similani, beat Len Massane, beat MJ Pelser, and in the end, nobody could stop him. Over the try line he goes. Great stuff from him. Makazole Mapimpi back for the Sharks. Great stuff. Taking 3 defenders with him there to the try line. Cornell Creer says, or maybe 100 Pollard that had let himself go. Right, so after 8 minutes in the second half, it's now the Sharks leading by 24-14 with the conversion to come. That kick is going to go over, so 26-14, the Sharks lead after 8 minutes in the second half. Great stuff from the Sharks, and welcome back Makazole Mapimpi. Great stepping, leaving Wanasila Samalani for, well, left him ghosting, really, if you can call it that. Right, 8 minutes gone in this first half. 26-14. Willem Alberts replacing Not Nachel for the Lions. Remember, guys, if you are new, press that like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We are doing the Springbok squad announcement just after this. Hiron Andrews takes it in from the kickoff just outside their own 22 now. Jaden Hendrickson waiting for the ball to come out. 9 minutes into the second half. Manny Libbok, Van der Kreer. The Sharks are going to run this from their own 22. Tries to step a few defenders. It's Van der Kok, but brought down by Winnesili Simelane. Sharks just inside their own 22 at the moment. Ruben van Heerden taking it up for the Sharks. Just setting up an opportunity maybe to kick this ball out. Sharks cannot kick this out directly into touch though. Jaden Hendrickson is going to go with the box kick over the top. Let's see who's chasing this. Makazole Mapimpi is chasing. Oh, good take there from the Lions. Len Massane on the 10-meter line inside Sharks half. Warner. Now Jordan Hendrickson. Out it goes to Yevia Viljoen. Good defense from Penke there on him. Now MJ Pelsa under a little bit of pressure, but Warner gets it back now. Jordan Hendrickson. Simelane with a forward pass and into touch. So it is going to be a scrum down to the Sharks. 10 minutes gone in the second half, and it's a scrum down to the Sharks, run about an halfway. The Lions just unable to do something with that. So the scrum is going to be on the 10-meter line inside Lions half. Scossa not happy with that pass at all from Winnesili Simelane. Free-handing errors to the one of the Sharks in this game. We haven't seen too many errors, which is very unlike the South African teams at this stage. Throw taken by Hiron Andrews, the lineout running smoothly for the Sharks today. Penalty advantage coming for the Sharks here. Now Jaden Hendrickson, Manny Libbok with a little chip kick over the top chest, but Marius Low, he's got it for the Sharks. Over the 10-meter line they go, but the pass not going to the hands of the Sharks. Advantage over. The Lions have got this just outside their own 22, and Warner needs to clear this for the Lions. He is going to pass it out to Emmanuel Chichuka. Great stuff from the Sharks at the moment. Just putting this Lions under pressure. Now Warner, out it goes to Jordan Hendrickson. Puts it to the boot. Not going to find touch, and into the hands of Manny Libbok. He's got Anthony Foreman in support if he needs him. Gives it out to Yapenke. Thumping tackle from Ruben Skuman on Yapenke on halfway. Comes back Jaden Hendrickson, Ruben van Heerden. Marius Low puts it on the boot. Chased by Hiron Andrews, but into touch it goes. Roundabout between the 10 and the 22 of the Lions. 12 minutes gone in the second half. Thumping tackle from Ruben Skuman on Yapenke. Not allowing him any space to move. And what a game he's had so far. Really putting his body on the line is Ruben Skuman for the Lions. Let's see what the comment section says. Herman Potgieter says, not good. This moes nou wat ek wil sien. And then Leroy says, let's go Sharks. 11J said, hope Lions put Van der Berg on soon. Well, Warner's had a great game. And I don't know what Morne van der Berg will do differently, although I do rate him a lot higher than, well, I won't say much higher than Andre Warner, but very similar players. I think Morne van der Berg just cleans the ball a little bit quicker than Andre Warner does. And then 11J said also it would be interesting to see how Chamberlain does when he comes on for the Sharks. Another highly rated youngster for the Sharks as well. Throwing from PJ Puerta now for the Lions. And another disruption in the lineup, but they do get it back. And now Carlu Sade charging. Oh, this could be trouble for the Sharks. That tackle was very dangerous. The referee leaving it, playing on for the Lions here. The high kick not collected by anybody. And now Makazole Mapimpi under pressure just outside his own 22. Will the Sharks get this ball back? Yes, they will. Jaden Hendrickson waiting for the ball at the back of this ruck. Gives it out to Oxnashire, trying to drive his way forward. Still going is Oxnashire, up to the 10-meter line is the Sharks now. Jaden Hendrickse back to Henko Venter. Thumping tackle from Willem Alberts on him. The bone collector, as is known. Now Jaden Hendrickse, Manny Lebok out to James Venter. Throws a little dummy, goes himself. Not getting any ground there. Ruben Skuman over the ball. Nearly stealing that for the Lions. Does come back to the Sharks on the 10-meter line. Inside their own half now. Jaden Hendrickse controlling this ball at the back of the ruck. Let's see, he's going to go to the box kick. Chased down by Makazole Mapimpi. Maxwane underneath it. Spills the ball loose. Intercepted by Marius Lowe. Offloads to Vanna Cock on the 10-meter line. The Sharks now. Inside Lions territory. Jaden Hendrickse out to Manny Lebok. Now puts it to the bird. Yapping, they're chasing, but beautifully collected by Skosan. Trouble here for the Sharks. Here for Ewan back inside to Burger Windall. Over the 22-meter line they go. Good defense from Manny Lebok. Needs quick ball now as the Lions. Comes back Willem Alberts. Ruben Skuman offloads. Little knock on there from the Lions though. And the Sharks will breathe a sigh of relief there. But a penalty to the Lions. 10 meters out from the try line, offside. And now let's see what is going to happen here. They're going to have a look, I'm sure, at that tackle that was made earlier in that movement by Marius Lowe. It was a disastrous tackle, and I think he could be in some serious trouble after 14 minutes in the second half. Will we have a look at this? Stuart Berry now waiting for the TMO to have a look at that. The tackle on Carlo Sadi was a horrible one. Lifted him up, and he landed horribly on, well, luckily not horribly on his neck, but Marius Lowe in some serious trouble there. I'd be surprised, well, with the new rules these days, I'd be surprised if it's not a red card for this one. He did lift him up in the tackle, did go around, let's see. He did have his arm around him, but he lifted him up with his shoulder, and he went the horizontal, so that could be a straight red card for Marius Lowe. Unfortunately, I'd be surprised if he only gets a yellow card for this. Right, so Stuart Berry gives the penalty to the Lions. So it seems like nothing's coming from it. So it's very fortunate for Marius Lowe there, given the strictness of the rules these days. In the last couple of, or few years ago, that wouldn't even have had a look at. But with the new rules, it's really a lot stricter. But the kick from Jordan Hendrickse finds touch 5 meters from the Sharks try line. And the Lions now have an opportunity. 15 minutes into the second half. It's the Lions now on the attack. 5 meters out. Line out coming up for the Lions. PJ Puerta to throw this in for the Lions. He's going to find Willem Alberts at the back. The Lions soaring forward. It's gone down, and another penalty to the Lions. Sharks need to be very careful not to give away a yellow card now. I'm sure that the Lions will have another crack at the line out. Oxnashire, the guilty party there, letting that maul fall. And surely the Lions will kick this into touch again. It will be Jordan Hendrickse to find touch here for them. Oh, Gabriel Navarro, como se los Cosia Jaguares, the Shark, Ashe. I wish I could know what you were saying there, Gabriel, but unfortunately, I don't speak Spanish. Line out throw by Ruben Skuman off the back here, and the Lions looking to work their way forward now again. It is static at the moment for the Lions, but they should be moving forward really soon. Here they come, big drive from the Lions, and over the try line goes PJ Puerta. So the Lions do strike back, and the Sharks now will have to defend valiantly in the next 25 minutes or so. 26 points to 19 with the conversion to come. Are the Lions back in this game? Great move from the Lions there. You just saw for a minute it got static, and then I knew for a fact that it would go forward as the Lions soar over the try line through PJ Botha for the try. Expect a couple of replacements to come on real soon for both sides. 61 people watching at the moment. Press that like button and don't forget to subscribe if you are new to this channel. We are doing the Springbok squad announcement for the British and Irish Lions just straight after this. Jordan Hendrikse has missed one kick so far. He is going to line up now to reduce that deficit to just 4 points for the Lions. That kick is gone through. So it is a 5-point game here. 26-21. The Lions trailing the Sharks here with 22 or 23 minutes to go in the second half. Big moment that is for the Lions. They refuse to lay down. Can the Sharks hold on for this victory? They got the 4th try bonus point. So in order to make it a big playoff game next week between the Sharks and the Bulls, they need to win this one. Jordan Hendrikse takes it in for the Lions. Just outside the 22 now. Andre Warner waiting for the ball. Gives it out to Ruben Skuman. Puts his head down. Just outside the 22 now. Andre Warner gives it back to Jordan Hendrikse. Puts it on the bird. Straight down the middle of the field. Into the hands of Anthony Volman now. 22 minutes to go in this game. Now Volman. He's going to throw the dummy. Gives it off to Manny Lebok. Over the 10-meter line. The Sharks go. Looking really good now. Quick ball from Jaden Hendrikse. Now it goes out to Marius Lowe. Just outside of 22 for the Sharks now. They're looking really good. But it seems like the Lions have managed to steal this ball. And they're going to get this just outside their own 22. Carlos Sardi taking it up for the Lions. Andre Warner waiting for this ball to come out from this ruck. He's going to feed this to Jordan Hendrikse, who's going to kick this downfield. And not going to find touch into the hands of Volman again. Will we see another run from him up to the 10-meter line? He goes. He is going to have a dart, but Steve Satoli brings him down brilliantly. Great tackle from the loose head prop there. Jaden Hendrikse now. Makazole Mapimpi. Henko Venter. We've seen some really big tackles in this game already today. Oh, that ball might have been stolen again by the Lions here. On halfway, there's going to be a scrum down to the Sharks. The Sharks did go forward in that movement. So there's going to be a scrum down to them. And now James Venter down at the moment for the Sharks. It looks like a little bit of a cramp for him. Give him a little bit of salt. 21 minutes to go in this game. The Sharks looking great on the attack. But the Lions are getting some really big hits in on the Sharks attackers. Brilliant tackle from a loose head prop. Mark Bromfield says, come Lions, you guys don't like it. 33 likes so far. Herman Potgieter, damn, who got a red card? So nobody got a red card there, Herman. I thought for a second with the new rules and stuff that Maurice Lowe could be in trouble for his tackle on Carlos Sardi. But luckily, nothing came of that. So it is now going to be a scrum down to the Sharks on halfway. We've seen replacements coming on now. Carlos Sardi and Steve Satoli leaving the field. And it's to see Vincent Chichuka is on his feet and smiling. So that injury to him probably not as serious as we first thought. 20 minutes to go in this game. It is going to be a scrum down to the Sharks on halfway. Tembelani Boli also making his way on the field for the Sharks now. 11J says, happy that we are getting some close games, not one-sided. And then Herman says, thank goodness. So it's still 15 players each side. Sharks need this one. Yeah, luckily for us, we still got 15 men on the field. And although that tackle did look bad, there was really nothing in it. So let's put it that way. Common sense prevailed in the end of the day. Right, scrum feet now. Jaden Hendrikse off the back of the scrum now for the Sharks. Gives it out to Anthony Volman, out to Another replacement who's on the field now. Not sure who that is. We'll have to wait and see. But now Maxwani kicks this downfield for the Lions into the hands. It goes off Chamberlain, who's on the field now. Chamberlain with a little dab kick ahead. Anthony Foreman chasing this beautifully, and the Sharks have got this. Need support now, though, just outside the 22 of the Lions. Now Jaden Hendricks, out it goes to Ruben Skuman. Puts his head down. Jaden Hendricks waiting for it now. Here they come, nearly intercepted, but Makazole Mapimpi's got it now. Here's it. Oh, it's been intercepted by Burger Widdendal, and trouble here for the Sharks, but luckily there is a penalty coming for them. Otherwise, Burger Widdendal might have just been in for a try there with 19 minutes left in the second half. That would have been a big difference. So it's not a penalty, it's just a knock-on then from PJ Puerta for the Lions, who went for the first intercept, but so close, and Burger Widdendal would have been away for the Lions. 19 minutes left in this game. Strum down to the Sharks, 5 meters out from the 22. Geez, like, it's been entertaining, this one. We haven't seen too many errors from both sides, just brilliant defense from both sides of the field. And that is how we want to see South African rugby. 42% possession to the Lions, 58 to the Sharks. 128 tackles by the Lions, 91 by the Sharks. Scrum feet now. Jaden Hendricks needs to get this out. Trouble here for the Sharks. Now it's a penalty to the Sharks. The Lions penalized for wheeling that one. And surely the Sharks will have a shot at goal from here. They need to get back within, over 8 or 7 points. If they can get this, it will be an 8-point. But Chamberlain decides to go for touch instead. 18 minutes left in this game. Finds touch, run about 8 meters out from the try line. Sharks want to seal this game now. Another try will surely put them well and truly in the lead here. Right, line out taken by Ruben Skuman off the back. Sharks haven't lost a single line out today. Now they start to maul. Are they going forward? Yes. Karen van Vieren controlling it. There at the back of this maul, still going forward. 5 meters out. Still going. Looks like a hat-trick is on the way here for Karen van Vieren. Over the try line they go. Oh, that try been. Yes, it's been awarded. And Karen van Vieren gets the hat-trick today for the Sharks. Great ball from the Sharks there. Oh, no, it's not been awarded. No, it's not been awarded, guys. Penalty to the Sharks again. The referee confident that that ball has been held up by the Lions. 17 minutes to go. So close, the Sharks there. 5 meters out now. Let's see. Karen van Vieren to Ruben van Heerden again. The maul has been set up again. Can the Sharks work their way forward here? They do go forward, but Karen van Vieren got held up there, and it looks like it might be stolen by the Lions here. Scrum down to the Lions. They have survived this onslaught from the Sharks this time around, and I'm still very surprised that the Sharks didn't opt to go upstairs for that previous maul, where it looked like certainly Karen van Vieren went over. This time, Karen van Vieren got held up beautifully there by Mhlabane for the Lions. And they do get the scrum instead, is the Lions. 5 meters out from their own try line. And the drama continues here with 16 minutes left in this game. Scrum down to the Lions now. 5 meters from their own try line. Can the Sharks force a penalty here? They will definitely try their best to do this. Pepsi Buthelesi's stats for today: 12 carries, 56 meters made, 11 gain line success, and 5 tackles. A really good performance from the young number 8 for the Sharks. 15 and a half minutes to go in this game. Warner feeds it for the Lions. Big scrum coming from the Sharks. Under pressure is Andre Warner, but a little knock on from Jaden Hendricks there. And now advantage for a knock-on for the Lions. Jordan Hendricks controlling the ball. at the back of that ruck for the Lions, but we are going to come back for that little knock-on from his brother, Jaden Hendrikse. Under tremendous pressure there was Andre Warner, and I think it might be time to bring on Morne van der Berg now. The Lions need somebody who can clean that rucks quicker or that scrums a little bit quicker. Andre Warner's had a great game today. It will be really sad to see that his influence in this game gets jeopardized by this last couple of minutes. 15 minutes left in this game, guys. 72 viewers. Press that like button and subscribe if you're new. Scrum feed from Andre Warner, 5 meters from his own try line. Len Massane controlling it, the back of that scrum for him. Pick up and go from him. Good defense from Jaden Hendrikse on him. Andre Warner controlling it at the back of this ruck for him. Gives it out to Jordan Hendrikse, who's going to thump this downfield. Will he find touch? Yes, he will. So finds touch roundabout on the 22-meter line. So another attacking opportunity here for the Sharks. Len Massane just relieving some pressure there for the Lions in that movement. Right, so with 14 minutes left in this game, Fred Zailing has replaced Jordan Hendrikse now. Great games this weekend, says Skyward Publishing, and Christian says hopefully the Sharks can win this to have a final showdown next weekend against the Bulls. Mbata has replaced Van Vieren. Ruben van Heerden takes it in for the Sharks now. At the back of that maul, Fes Mbata's got this. Its maul is not going anywhere at the moment for the Sharks though, and they need to get this ball out now. Fes Mbata, Jaden Hendrikse, out to Marius Lowe. Good defense from Birgit Woodendal on him. Just inside the 22 now, the Sharks. They need a scrum off here. Jaden Hendrikse comes in. Gives it out to Oxnard. Just inside the 22 of the Lions now. Pick and go from Timbalani Bolly. Dlabane tries to steal that. Can't get it for the Lions. Now Jaden Hendrikse out to Thomas Natue. Renil Hichu also on the field for the Sharks now. Run about 15 meters out for the Sharks now. Henko Venter putting his head down. 10 meters out the Sharks now. They need quick ball now. Out to Ruben van Heerden. Gives out to Renil Hichu. A little knock on there from the Sharks. And it's advantage to the Lions. Just a little knock on from the Sharks, leaving them a little bit exposed. But now another injury down at the moment for the Sharks. And it looks like Thomas Natue, who is down injured for the Sharks. And this doesn't look good for him. Looks like a little bump to the knee or something. So hopefully it's not too serious. 12 and a half minutes to go in this game. Herman Potgieter says, I'm so glad I'm not watching this. Otherwise, I would have called all the swear words in a dictionary. Yeah, it is one of those really exciting games at the moment. Can really go any way at the moment. 5 points in it. But the Sharks now have lost this ball forward and has given the Lions an opportunity to clear this inside their own 22. 12 and a half minutes to go, guys. Makazole Mapimpi, what a comeback he's had for the Sharks in this game, scoring a try and setting up another one earlier in the first half. He's had strong runs so far, just showing the class that he is. He was so close to scoring a couple more today, but they say class is forever. Form is temporary, class is forever, and that just showed today from Makazole Mapimpi. Great on defense, great on the attack, really doing the hard work for the Sharks. And we've sorely missed this guy in the Sharks lineup for some time now. Right, so now scrum down to the Lions inside their own 22. Makazole 8 carries, 73 meters, 12 defenders beaten, and 8 gain line success from him. Surely if the Sharks pull this off, he surely has to be man of the match content in this game. Right, so Morne van der Berg is now on for the Lions as well. So 11J said your wish has been awarded now as well. Morne van der Berg replacing Andre Warner. So expecting the ball to get cleared a little bit quicker. Scrum down to the Lions. Can the Sharks maybe force a penalty from here? Scrum feed. Needs to feed this ball in quickly now. Referee says, no, we're going to have a reset here. So with 12 minutes to go, it is the Lions who's defending inside their own 22. Thomas du Toit is back on his feet as well, lining up for the scrum. Ethan says he's been boosted by Kobe Beef over in Japan. Yeah, well, you wouldn't say that he has been in Japan. He's just such a brilliant player, and his class have shown today. Scrum feed from Morne van der Berg. Solid scrum here. It goes down from the Lions side, but the ball is at the back of this ruck for them. Evie Viljoen is going to thump this downfield. Not going to find touch. And into the hands of Anthony Foreman for the Sharks. They need to do something with this. Is the Sharks now up to halfway. He goes, puts it to the boot. Oh, misjudged by Evie Viljoen there, but Morne van der Berg gets the ball back inside his 22 for the Lions and pump this downfield, which is going to go directly into touch. But the referee is having none of that, saying that he did collect it inside the 22. So let's see where that line-out is going to take place with 10 minutes to go in this game. It's all or nothing now. Line-out on halfway. Fesman Bata to throw this in for the Lions. Up for the Sharks. The Sharks have won all 12 of their lineouts. The Lions have lost 4 of their 11. So the Sharks really finding their rhythm in the lineouts as of late. Remember a year ago they were having a lot of trouble in lineout time. Reniel Hugo takes it for them now. Now Marius Lowe straightening the line. Over halfway he goes. Jaden Hendricks out it goes to Henko Venter. Good defense from Willem Alberts on him. He's going to try and rip this ball for the Lions. No, it comes back to the Sharks side though. Jaden Hendrickson now on halfway. Gives it out to Boeta Chamberlain, who's going to go with a little chip kick over the top. Where's the bounce of the ball? Beautifully collected by Boeta Chamberlain. Still going. Gives it out to Anthony Foreman. And that surely's got to be the winning try for the Sharks. Great stuff from Anthony Foreman. And he scores for the Sharks under the post. But a brilliant bounce there of the ball for the Sharks. And a little bit of luck there for Boeta Chamberlain as it goes straight into his hands. Great pace shown by him. And then just a little offload to Anthony Foreman. And the Sharks now has got their 5th try of this game. And have been really potent on the attack today. No stopping the Sharks on that occasion. Try time to Anthony Foreman. And now with the conversion to come, it is going to be maybe a 12-point game going into the last 9 minutes of the game. Right, so Boeta Chamberlain is going to take the kick or the conversion here for them. Herman Pottergieter says, yes, boys. And then Rag 3D says, let's go Sharkies. Ethan asking, where are the likes of Malcolm Marx and Jesse Creel back in action after returning? When are the likes of Malcolm Marx and Jesse Creel back in action after returning from Japan? So I don't think they've got any contract with the current youth. So they only contracted the Springboks at the moment. Don't have a team in South Africa. So the conversion from Boeta Chamberlain is over. So it's a 12-point game. Sharks 33, Lions 21 with 8 minutes to go in this game. Are the Sharks home and dry? 8 minutes to go. Foreman now replaced by Jeremy Ward. Kickoff taken by Jeremy Ward for the Sharks. Now Rubens van Heeren going straight down the middle up to the 10-meter line for the Sharks. Jaden Hendricks there waiting the ball now. Comes back to Boeta Chamberlain. Puts it on the boot. And looking for space but not finding it into the hands of Fred Seilinger. Up to the 10-meter line. Beast Reniel Hugo on the charts there now. Emmanuel Chichuka needs to straighten this for the Lions. Driven back in a tackle there by Oxnashire. Now Morne van der Berg. Out it goes to MJ Pelser. Out to Wandisile Samalani over halfway. He goes back to Morne van der Berg. Up to the 10-meter line. Tried the miracle offload. But just knocked on there by the Lions. Dan Creel just unable to collect that ball, and it's going to just scrum down to the Sharks on the 10-meter line, 5 meters from the right-hand touch line. 7 minutes to go in this game. Sharks leading by 12 points. Rag Freedy says 40-21, looking good. Well, if the Sharks can get another try, that is. The Lions having a good little dart there. And this has been really a great attacking game so far from both teams. Ethan says, oh man, so one game with a few minutes against Georgia and then the Lions. Big step up. I'm sure that they will be able to do that. Jaden Hendricks off the back to Van der Kok. Great tackle from Morne van der Berg on him. The Sharks do control this at the back. And now there's a breakaway from Marius Lowe, but the referee's going to penalize him, saying that he didn't, he was held in the tackle. So now Fred Seilinger puts this quickly into touch. My voice is starting to disappear, guys. With 6 minutes to go in this game, it is going to be a 5-meter line out to the bull, up to the Lions. And they really have a last chance here to put this game right up there now. The Sharks really letting slip there. Well, it was deemed that Marius Lowe came in from an offside position. Line taken by Ruben Skuman for the Lions. Now about 10 meters out from the Sharks try line. Can they set this up for a grand finale here? PJ Botha controlling the ball at the back of this maul. They're slowly working their way forward now. Morne van der Berg. Out it goes to Dan Kriel. Good tackle from Marius Lowe and Banner Kriel. Now Morne van der Berg. PJ Botha again. 7 meters out. Oh, penalty against the Lions here. And Willem Alberts flew into that ruck and gets away the penalty for the Sharks there. 5 minutes left in this game. Fesenbarter flying. Well, was it Pepsi Buthelezi who really flew out of that ruck after Willem Alberts got hold of him. But it is going to be a penalty to the Sharks now. And Butha Chamberlain is going to thump this right around halfway for the Sharks. Barry Green says, Mapimpi looking good, doing his work for the Sharks. And then Rag Freedy, you know, it's been a good game when a voice starts to go. Absolutely. It's been a great encounter, this one, between the Lions and the Sharks today. It is going to be a line out now. Fesenbarter to throw this in roundabout on halfway for the Sharks. 4 minutes to go in this game. Can the Lions somehow get a try before the end of this and set up a dramatic final few minutes? Line out taken by Ruben van Heerden. Brandon now also on for Botha for the Lions. Sharks under a bit of pressure from that line out. But now Grant Williams on for Hendricks as well. Tembelani Bolly putting his head down for the Sharks. Comes back Grant Williams. Out it goes to Butha Chamberlain. Goes to the hoist into the air. Not gaining too much ground with that. And beautifully taken by Marius Lowe for the Sharks. Jeremy Ward tries to offload. Halfly intercepted by the Lions, but the Sharks got it back. And now Pink there with a little kick over the top into the hands of Morne van der Berg. Gives it out to Wandisile. Similani is going to have a run here. Tries to go around Ruben van Heerden, but tackled beautifully by Fesenbarter there. Run about 5 meters out from their own 22. The Lions now. Fred Seilinger gives it out to Labane. Held up there in the tackle by Henko Venter. Morne van der Berg, Fred Seilinger. Back it goes to Max Warne. Good defense from the Sharks. But he spills loose and he's off on the run here. Needs support now as Max Warne steps the last one. Butha Chamberlain back inside to NJ Pelser. And the Lions knock it on. Goodness gracious. It would have been game on in this last 3 minutes if that ball had gone to the hands of NJ Pelser. But a great run from Max Warne. Fending off Mapimpi and then went on the run brilliantly for the Lions there. Unfortunately for PJ Pelser, is it MJ Pelser? He knocked that ball on, He just needed to switch and it would have been under the post for the Lions there. Unfortunately, that should be the ball game then for the Sharks. Barry asking who all scored for the Sharks. So Mapimpi got down. Kieran van Vuuren got 2. Who scored the other ones? There's been quite a few tries. There's been 5 tries in total. So just trying to remember who scored the other ones. 2 for Kieran van Vuuren, 1 for Mapimpi, then 1 for Buthelezi, and who scored the last? Well, who scored the 5th one there? I can't remember. Just not sure who it was there, Barry, but we got at least 4 of the 5 tries. Oh, yeah, and the last one, Anthony Foreman got down for that try. Beautifully, the last one. Now the Sharks scrum has gone well. Boeta Chamberlain going to kick this downfield with a minute to go in this game. He's going to find, no, he's not going to find touch. Finds Evie Viljoen, chased down by Penke. Good defense from them. Gives it out to Emmanuel Chichika. The ball lands loose into the hands of Morne van der Berg. Sharks looking to hold him up. Goes down in a tackle. It will come back to the Lions side though. Round about 10 meters out from their own 22. Evie Viljoen gives it out to Fred Salinger. Skip pass over the top to Wandisile Simelane. Can't beat Van der Kreer on the outside, and a thumping tackle there on MJ Pelser, but a high tackle it is from Rubens van Heeren. Penalty to the Lions. Less than a minute to go. Fred Salinger is going to kick this out. Let's see where it lands. Roundabout on the 10-meter line inside Sharks half. Ethan says 2 for Van Vuuren, 1 Buthelezi, Volman 1, and Mapimpi 1. So that's the ones that we've got, Ethan. Thank you for supporting me there on that one. Right, guys, don't forget to press that like button and subscribe. Right, the overthrow from the Lions into the hands of Dan Creel. Thumping tackle from Maurice Lowe on him. And it looks like Timberlani Polly has stolen this on the ground for the Sharks. There's no time left on the clock. The Sharks do have got this ball now, and they just need to kick it out. We will have a finale showdown next week between the Bulls. Let's see. The referee blows on the final whistle. That's the end of the game. The Sharks have won it 33 points to 21 in a really great attacking game today. Full time here at Ellis Park. The Lions 21, the Sharks 33, and we are looking forward to a grand finale next weekend against the Bulls. The Bulls now 4 points ahead of the Sharks. So what the Sharks need to do now is they need to win that game with a bonus point and deny the Bulls the bonus point as well. Then they will book their place in the final of the Pro 14. But whether they'll be able to do that against a very formidable Bulls side, one have to wait and see, guys. So thank you guys for tuning in for this game. It's been wonderful. If you are new, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe. We will be back in about a half an hour when we do the live reaction of the Springbok squad for the British and Irish Lions tour to South Africa. So do come back for that one. Until next time, guys, this is the Rugby Guru. Cheers for now.